What's going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. You asked for it and you're getting it. Some more international games, and today we are actually playing a test match. And as we saw at the start of the video, our test average, it really isn't that great. So today, hopefully, we are going to be in for the long haul. We're taking on South Africa in the first of 5 test matches, and we're going to start off with a wide very first up. So I believe it is Morne Morkel coming in. It is from this far end, who is absolutely steaming in and does look like he is going to just be going and pitching most things short. And he started off with 2 wide, so we'll definitely go and take that. Only 210 behind now. But anyway, today, here to talk about a little bit of, I guess, how things are going in this career mode and talk about the Indian Premier League as we do normally do. So, starting off first in this career mode, we have been named the 50-over captain of the Canterbury Wizards side, the New Zealand domestic side. So I was going to look to go and bring a game there today. I had it all recorded and stuff, and then I went and watched it, and bam, guess what? No audio like we have been seeing, over the past couple of weeks since my laptop has gone and updated itself. So I am really sorry about that, but hopefully we can go and get that sorted very, very soon. So we just need to go and just hang fire. So yeah, that really is what has been going on. So we played a little bit of that, played a little bit of Shield cricket, I guess you would say, the Ford Trophy, I believe we call it here in New Zealand, the 4-day competition, but nothing really to show of that there. And today, I was again going to bring a T20 game against Pakistan. I thought, you know what, we seem to play Pakistan almost every episode in both of my career modes. So let's mix it up, let's take on the South Africans, and let's make it a test match, because tests are something that we don't normally play. Normally it is, the hit and miss of T20 cricket or one-day cricket. And we've actually gone and blocked out 6 balls in that over just like that there. So for all those saying that Cliffy can't defend, just watch that over and we will see that we can defend like that there. So now that there is done and dusted, I believe we have Dale Steyn coming in now. And I kind of want to go and get a little bit aggressive. But in the games that I have been playing lately, when I have tried to go and, try and score some runs, shall we say, quite often than not, it has just gone caught behind. I don't know what my problem is. It's just something that maybe needs to be worked on a little bit. But that's enough about that. Let's go and just carry on with the batting career. And that's really what we want to see. We want to see those runs being scored. And the timing just doesn't seem to be there at the moment. We just don't seem to be in the greatest of form. But that's all right. We will go, and hopefully today, as I said, we can play out a nice, good, long innings, which is going to go and get us back into form, get us some runs, and boost up that test average. Because that test average at the moment, as we saw at the start, only, I believe, 14, just the 150 so far. So we have really struggled in the test arena when we have had to make that step up from first-class cricket. But fingers crossed that today, and I think I say this almost every episode, is going to be the start of something new. It is going to be the change where we go and get that score on the board. We get that 50 on the board. We get that 100 on the board. But we will just have to go and wait and see. So, I was hoping that we were going to be batting against the spinner opening up, but that doesn't ever seem to happen anywhere, except maybe in India for a test match. But what I was going to talk about was the Indian Premier League from last night. So obviously, the Sunrisers Hyderabad took on the rising Pune Super Giants. And this was a game that went down to the very last ball. It was a very, very close game. And I believe the Sunrisers do have Oja, their wicketkeeper, from what I have seen, to thank them for this victory that they have managed to go and get. I think going down to the last ball, I believe Pune needed 5 for the win, 4 for the super over, and I think a batsman had I don't know how much of a deliberate edge it was, but from the looks of things, got an edge, and Oja actually went and saved the ball. So I think they may have completed 1 run. I think they would have. But in the end, the Sunrisers winning by 4 runs. So that's good for them. But it was quite a strange score for the Sunrisers, because they did only score 130. And obviously, we've kind of come accustomed this IPL to the Sunrisers being a team that are going to put big totals on the board, because both Warner and Shikhar Dhawan are in quite good form, which is a very daunting task for, I guess just any international, well, not any international side, but any bowlers that are coming up against them, because they are 2 left-handed batsmen to start off with. That's a similarity that they have. But both of them are also very, very destructive. And when things go right, I mean, Warner's had an incredible tournament so far. I think he's averaging about 60 odd so far. He's had a few not outs and a few big scores as well. So when things go right for those two, they can just go and completely take a game away from you. I think in the last game, not the one just me, the one before, I think Warner only got about 20 odd, but Darwin, I think he almost carried his bat for 82. So, you know, when one isn't scoring runs, the other one does seem to. And I guess that's where the opening partnership has been so good. But that's not the main point that I do want to talk about today. The main point I want to talk about is young leg spinner from Australia, Adam Zampa. And now I think personally, after the performance that he put in last night, that he was underused in the World T20. The kid took, and I don't know of too many other players, regardless of how far through their T20 career they are, that will take figures like this. I mean, this is probably up there with one of the best figures of all time when it comes to, obviously, wickets being taken. But young Adam Zampa took 6 for 19 off his 4 overs. And as I said, I don't think there are too many players in T20 cricket altogether, let alone an Australian, who would have taken bowling figures that good in a T20 international. And there's a little bit of a rash shot. Should have really gone and pulled out of that one, but we have gone through with it. But yeah, 6, it was absolutely crazy. I did not believe it when I first saw it. 6 for 19. Definitely the man of the match. But obviously the game still did go very close. We're going to, I was going to say we're going to pinch just a single here, but Hashim Amla has got his angles all wrong. And we pick up a 4 off the last ball, move into double figures. We're on 13 now, boys. 13 off 21. This is probably one of the only times we have not seen Cliffy scoring at a strike rate of a run a ball. Dave Warner's down the other end. He's finding it easy. 20 off 10. We just seem to be picking out. We just need to get rid of that man. I think he's at an ordinary cover. Or he could be at extra cover. We just need to get rid of that guy. I'm trying to... Where is he? He's just at normal cover. He's just at a standard cover. If we can get rid of him, it's going to make our life so much easier because the amount of balls that we are absolutely creaming, again, through that area. I think that's Vernon Philander out there, but we are just absolutely smashing it out towards that field. And if we can go and get it, you know, just either side, possibly more towards the mid-off, it is probably going to race away for a 4, no doubt. But we will go and just block out these last couple of balls just to, you know, just to get our eye in. And today, hopefully, we are going to go looking for a good big score. And if we can go and do that, then we are going to be, well, it's going to make me feel better about myself because my test average, as we saw at the start of the video, is not great. So there's another over done and dusted. It would be nice if we could get a little bit of respite from Morkel and Stain, but it doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. And they've gone for this field. Now, this is where I'm a little bit skeptical because they have left a big area down there. And I don't know if that means that the bowling plan is going to change, but I think we just have to go for that area down there. I think if they are going to leave it open, I was going to say unopened. If they are going to leave it open down there, I think we just need to go and try and drag everything to the leg side. It does help if you are going to go and pitch it there as well, Mornay. It means that we can go and just flick it away for quite an easy 2. And all of a sudden, the runs are now starting to flow a little bit quicker, which is what we like to see. We like to see that run rate and that strike rate of ours getting up there. Now 19 off 28. So we have played, this is probably more of a one-day international knock than a test knock so far. But the timing just at the moment isn't quite there. But it's starting to get there. You can just see, and we're going to go and pick up a 3. So that's very good running there. But 45 so far off 6.5 overs. So the run rate for us is very good. That's been helped along greatly by David Warner. He has been absolutely smashing it so far. And they've actually gone and changed that field now. So it is going to be interesting to see what we do here. I might even try and work a few. Either fine. Ooh, I was going to say like that there. We almost go and take off for a run because I'm just so accustomed to those little guides down to third man just getting through the slips so easily. But not the case today. And we do almost run ourselves or possibly David Warner out, which wouldn't be the best of results. But that there is a better shot. There's plenty of room. As soon as he strays onto the pads, we can either go and flick through mid-wicket or flick... I was going to say... Don't really want to risk it and come back for the 4th. We do pick up an easy 3. And moving towards that 50 partnership as well, so we'll definitely go and take that there. The run rate is over 6. This is like it's not a T20 run rate. It's like one of those aggressive one-day run rates, and that is a little bit of a risky shot. We do get away with it, however. It may possibly, it has just trickled away to the boundary, but not really the shot that we should be looking to play. A guide off. That probably was going on to hit middle and leg. So not really the shot that we do want to be taking on. And just like that, we've done it again. But that one there has gone to the fielder. So we do need to be careful about that there now. Stain does seem to be quite dialed in and up in that Yorker length. So we just need to go and not try and do anything too silly. And just wait for the ball to come to us like it has there. And all of a sudden, now the timing's here, boys. The ball is just racing away to the fence. And we are moving closer and closer to that strike rate of 100, which is what we want to be. And we do get a little bit of respite from the two opening bowlers. We are now seeing Vernon Philander coming in. But a guy who you shouldn't really, I guess, underestimate. Oh, we can if we're going to hit him like that. That is some clean hitting. Straight into the sight screen, and that is our first 6 of the game. I'm feeling it. I think it's time to start going aggressive here and look to go and build upon the solid start that we've had to the innings already. So let's just keep going. Keep the slog on, and I reckon we can get somewhere good here. I reckon. Philander's come in. We've got a bit of a respite from, as I said, the two opening bowlers. I think it is kind of, it is a little bit different, I think, for the South African national side when they do line up normally. I think if Philander does play, he's a guy who normally does open with Dale Steyn, and Morkel comes in as that first change. And I think that's where South Africa are quite dangerous compared to... Well, I think that kind of makes a difference when it comes to, you know, like your top tier, shall we say, Test nations and your guys who are just down below there. When you have your two opening bowlers, and then who are obviously going to be, you know, most of the time close to your quickest guys on the field, guys who can swing the ball. So they're going to either trouble you with pace or they're going to trouble you with swing and seam. And then, like, West Indies is a very good example, and someone did make this point not too long ago, whereas, you know, West Indies, obviously West Indies are a good test side, don't get me wrong. They can still go and perform, you know, if all their players are there, if they're fighting fit, etc., etc. But when it comes to the bowling stocks, quite often they will have obviously their two opening bowlers. Let's just say Jason Holder and Jerome Taylor are playing in this game, which is all well and good. I mean, both of them are fairly good bowlers. But the issue comes when they have to bring in that guy from first change. And quite often that guy from first change is Darren Sammy. And there is a lot of, I guess, a drop in intensity when Darren Sammy comes on to bowl as a first change bowler. Especially if you have a team on the ropes and you're looking to go, you know, and keep the pressure up. Darren Sammy comes in. He bowls about 110, 120. So it is pretty mediocre and slow when it comes to Test cricket. So it is kind of easy pickings. And I guess, you know, that has kind of happened here today. We've seen Philander come in, and it has gone... I mean, it hasn't made for easy pickings. We've just gone and played him a lot more aggressive. We didn't really have the chance to do that against Steyn and Morkel. And we've really started to compile quite a nice wee innings here at the moment. So, Oh, no. Oh, you're joking. Just as I say, we're starting to compile a nice wee innings. The spinner comes on, and I think, yep, it's a good idea to go and try and take him down the ground. And we just... I wouldn't say we cream it. We just mistime it completely to the man at mid-off. There was no one at mid-on, so we could have possibly gone and went there. But in the end, a very good score from Cliffy nonetheless. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter. Links that can be found down below in the description. Hope you're having a good week so far. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. We've got more Rugby Challenge 3 Be a Pro career mode coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.